Live from Västerås, Fight Club Rush presents 3 rounds in a professional 79-kilogram catch weight contest. Introducing first in the blue corner with a record of 2 wins and 2 defeats. Weighing in at 79 kilograms, fighting out of Finland, Mika Kallio. And his opponent in the red corner with a record of 1 win and 2 defeats. Weighing in at 78.9 kilograms, originally from Uzbekistan, now fighting out of Sweden, Mashrab Mamadaliyev. Your referee in charge of the action, Dan Eklund.
Dan the Man Eklund in charge of his pro welterweight action here between Mika Kallio of Finland in the blue corner and Sweden/Uzbekistan's Mashrab Mamadaliyev in the red. Yeah, this could potentially be just a striker's delight right here. 2 kind of stoic, soft-spoken strikers that really make everything count inside the cage.
Starting off with the leg kicks, and here we see our first professional contest of the night. 5-minute rounds, no shin pads, and a little more patience.
Yeah, these pro punches count even more now with these smaller gloves, that's for sure. And Coach Altan Celik has said of Mamadaliyev, he is a technical fighter with a brutal fighting style who can go far. Has had a lot of tough bouts, especially in amateur. I mean, he really just fought a who's who of a lot of the best amateur fighters in Sweden, the likes of Ratko Tomic, Ola Jakobsson, Robert Nilsson, John Oldingqvist.
And didn't he fight John Oldingqvist as a professional
yes.
well in his professional debut? I believe he lost by a KO, right? Head kick?
Yeah, at the end of the first round. That being said, he had a lot of good moments in that first round. It was just such a violent, fast-paced fight. You know, someone had to go down sooner or later.
And Oldingqvist also making waves here at FCR. Perhaps that could be a rematch in the making. Who knows?
I wouldn't mind seeing that. I do believe Oldingqvist has moved down to lightweight since then.
Yeah, he has. That's true.
So for neither fighter really pulling away big time, both fighter looking for a big definitive strike.
Especially Kallio. Staying very composed.
A little bit of heat being thrown in that exchange, that's for sure. Nice calf kick there. Mika Kallio, he's thrown that 2 or 3 times so far in the first round.
Nice head movement from Mashrab. And I can't help but notice Mashrab is being coached by like 8 people right now.
Yeah.
Like he got his corner, and then there's some people in the audience with loud voices. Nice head kick.
Yeah, one high there. Also Mamadaliyev sort of taking center stage. Triple kicks there from Mamadaliyev, twice to the leg and then once to the body.
Yeah, he found his range there, and he's also riding the confidence of finishing his last opponent. He also got that elusive first pro win. I think until you get that first pro win, you don't really know if you belong. You have that sparring experience, and you might have a feel for where you belong, but it's also about performing on the night. Oh! Jumping knee from Kallio. But performing on the night when the lights are shining, that's where it counts. So until you get that win, you don't really know where you're at. But now he knows, and now he knows that he can finish his opponents. Ooh, nice thud on that kick.
Yeah, you could really hear that echo throughout the arena.
And I can see a change in energy from Kallio after that kick. It kind of let that right hand drop a little bit. He's covering his body now, and that opens up the head kick. Ah, what if it would have landed right there, huh?
Yeah, right.
1 minute left.
Now checking that leg kick flow for Kallio. And Mamadaliyev entering this fight as a noticeable underdog, not looking like it so far though. The fighter is very, very technical with her striking as well.
Yeah, Kallio has yet to land anything of substance as of yet.
Yeah, his best attacks might have been the leg kicks that he's at least been successful with. Nice kicks there from Mamadaliyev.
Nice cage control right there as well.
Kallio has some of the highest slits I've ever seen on a pair of MMA shorts, at least on the right side, which is very interesting. On the left side, they go up a couple centimeters. On the right side, they basically go all the way up the belt line.
Yeah, looks like a true boxer there with the shorts. And what do you say, UFC shorts? Is that bad luck, Seb, or no?
I have read online that, outside of the UFC, that is a bit of a curse. I've seen it go both ways, though.
We have a look at the replays here. See Mamadaliyev with some nice octagon control. Nice footwork. Nice base as well. But that front leg body kick and head kick was money for Mashrab. As we enter round 2, this our second to last bout on our preliminary card. After this, we have the returning Simon Ekbäck versus Elias Kessia before we move it on to the main card starting at 6 o'clock on UFC Fight Pass.
Yeah, be sure to tune in for that. It will be a monster card for sure. Lots of movement from Mamadaliyev, definitely the more mobile and explosive fighter so far. Kallio's last victory was a second round TKO win over Marcos Jose de Souza in November of 2023. Just trained with some of the best fighters in Finnish MMA, the likes of Emil Kurela, Niko Aikkonen, and Ville Mankinen. Look at the redness on the right side of the body of Kallio.
Really left some mark, especially on the arms as well.
Yeah.
That's the thing with blocking kicks, can hurt so much.
And you could potentially break your arm too, trying to block a kick to the body.
A very nice check there by Kallio right now, just now. I really like when Mamadaliyev stays planted when he's facing offense and just moves his head and counters. I think that's where he's finding the most success, unless he's pressing Kallio up and really closing him off. But yeah, very, very evenly matched, this one.
Yeah, definitely. And because both guys are very defensively sound, not as much is landing with pure...
Oh! Just as you say.
Yeah, commentator's curse. And the Mamadaliyev corner calling for the 1-2. So, jab and then cross.
Calling for the straight right hand is the Mamadaliyev corner. They want him to trust and have faith in that right hand, and I tend to agree. I would like to see actually both fighters kind of let go and let the shots fly a little more, follow up with some more combinations. That head kick is great from Mamadaliyev, but I would like to see him follow up more, and Kallio especially.
Yeah, I agree. I think he just needs a little bit more volume. He's trying to pick his shots, which, I mean, obviously is good. You don't want to get too reckless, but right now, going shot for shot, kind of, I just don't feel like Kallio is having the same success as Mamadaliyev.
Yeah, that inside leg kick is money.
Yeah, Kallio didn't like that. See if he can land a straight right after landing one of those inside leg kicks. That could be a great combination for him. Nice little step right hander for Kallio. But he still hasn't landed that really big, you know, exclamation point shot yet.
There, straight right. Right on the nose of Kallio. He felt that one.
Yeah, that was a great counter. Right. Neither fighter really pulling away exponentially, but I do feel like Mamadaliyev is starting to find his range and rhythm a little better.
Yeah, I'd say he's edging it out, especially those inside low kicks. Really started to invest in those. Let's see, 10 minutes down, 5 minutes to go. Maybe that investment in that inside low kick is going to start to pay dividends for real now.
Yeah, that's a great point, CM, yeah. That is where they tend to pay off. And we have seen Mika Kallio go for offensive wrestling before, despite him, you know, preferring the stand-up and generally. After all, in his pro debut, he did get a couple top positions against Norway's Quentin de Vroit. Nice kick to the body there from Mamadaliyev. A little bit more urgency from Kallio.
I was just gonna say, I kind of want to. He's letting the fight slip away, and I feel like he's not. He's staying defensively sound, sure, but he's not really letting go.
Yeah, and you know, for everything that we can say to hype up good defense, at the end of the day, it is the offense that wins fights.
Yeah.
Connects there for Finn.
And now Mamadaliyev is kind of taking his foot off the gas. At least he knows that he's in for 3.5 more minutes. Now, nice counter right hand there.
Yeah, best shot of a round so far. And Kallio has been scheduled to face Swedish fan favorite Nabi Malki on 2 occasions in FCR, but unfortunately an injury both times put a stop to the matchup.
Yeah, Nabi Malki, who we will be seeing returning today on the main card. Yeah, nice head movement by Mamadaliyev, but I would like to see him counter off of those.
Yeah, I agree. Everything that he does looks very good and solid. Just a little bit more wouldn't hurt. Yep, Mamadaliyev corner calling exactly for that, for more counters. Lands up top, not for a whole lot of efficiency though.
Yeah, and Kallio needs to land something of substance. The redness is really, really evident on the right side there of Kallio, both on the head and arms and body. And inside leg, of course.
I was just saying the inside leg is almost the most red.
Oh, nice connections there by Kallio.
Yeah.
Kind of caught Mamadaliyev off balance a little bit.
Lead strike lands as well for Kallio. Final minute of the final round. Will Mamadaliyev retake the center of the cage?
Yeah, the Swedes corner want him to throw some combinations, finish off with that left kick. But however, right now he's kind of starting off with that left kick and not really putting it together like he was before.
Yeah, and because he's leading with it, Kallio can kind of like prepare a little bit more.
Now Kallio is moving forward.
Just missed with that knee again, did Kallio.
Yeah, that kind of intensity that I saw from Kallio there for the last 10 seconds is something that he should have brought a lot earlier. However, the third round was better for Kallio.
Yeah, I agree. It was probably his best round.
And after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards, who scored about 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27. All 3 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, Mashrab Mamadaliyev.
All right, here for our winner, Mashrab Mamadaliyev. Another strong performance. You went from a losing streak to now being on a winning streak. How does that feel?
Nej, alltså jag kunde göra egentligen bättre ifrån mig, men samma win is win, vad ska jag säga? Men jag vet jag har mycket att jobba på. Jag ska snacka med mina coach liksom och sen gå igenom vissa saker och komma tillbaka mycket bättre, tror mig.
Honestly, I thought I could have done a little bit better, but I'm going to talk with my coaches and see what we can improve on. So what was it that you feel didn't quite work this time around then?
Alltså jag visste ju att han är ganska teknisk fighter. Det är därför jag vill inte ta så onödiga risker, du vet. Men jag behöver kolla igenom matchen, jag vet inte. Det kändes som jag var lite off, men Det är vad det är, vad ska jag säga?
Well, I know he's a very technical fighter, so I didn't want to take any unnecessary risks, so I'm going to have to rewatch the fight and see where we take it from here. And now, regardless of what anybody feels, 2 straight wins is 2 straight wins. Where do you go from here?
Ja, det är sakta men säkert, vi plockar alla. Det är mina coach som bestämmer, jag är soldat, jag bryr mig inte. Jag går och krigar där de skickar mig.
Slowly but surely, we'll pick all of them off. It's my coaches who make the decisions. I'm just a soldier following orders. Well, that soldier brings it every single time. You may not have had many fireworks this time around as you did last time, but nonetheless, everybody recognizes your striking skills, and we look forward to seeing that next time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your winner, Mashrab Mamadaliyev.
Mashrab Mamadaliyev starting off his win streak here with 2 wins in a row. Congratulations to Mamadaliyev, the soldier of Sweden top team. As we move it on to our final bout on this very, very stacked preliminary card, Simon Ekbäck